Good evening, students. Welcome back to BSc first year physics class. Today, we are going to discuss about line integral, surface integral, and volume integral. Basically, these are the mathematical terms, but if you want to understand physics, then you must know about all these mathematical concepts. That's why these concepts are including in BSc first year mathematical methods in physics paper. Okay, first we will discuss line integral, then surface integral and volume integral. Basically, line integral means what? One dimensional case. Surface integral means what? Two dimensional case. It is about the plane, and volume integral is nothing but a three dimensional case. That we will discuss one by one. Okay, line integral is nothing but, to understand, let us consider r is the function of u, which is equal to I kappa x plus j kappa y plus k kappa z, where r is the position vector of x, y, z. That vector defining a curve joining a points p1 and p2. That vector r defines a curve C joining a point P1 and P2, where u is equal to u1 and u is equal to u2 respectively. U is equal to u1 and u is equal to u2 respectively. Now, we assume that C is the composed of a finite number of curves. C is composed of finite number of curves, for each of which R has continuous derivative. So, let us consider a vector A is equal to I kappa A1 plus j kappa A2 plus k kappa A3 be a vector function of position defined and continuous along a curve C. Therefore, a vector A dot dr within a curve P1 to P2, integration of P1 to P2, A dot dr is equal to, if we take the dot product of any two quantity, then it is simply a multiplication of their x component, y component and z component and addition. Therefore, integration A dot dr is equal to integration of curve C A1 dx plus A2 dy plus A3 dz is an example of line integral. If A is the force F on a particle moving along C, this line integral represents the work done by the force. If A is the force F on a particle moving along C, then this line integral represents the work done by the force. If C is closed curve, we shall suppose is a simple closed curve, that is curve which does not intersect itself anywhere. The integral around C is often denoted by line integral of A dot dr is equal to line integral over a closed loop C A1 dx plus A2 dy plus A3 dz. In aerodynamics and fluid mechanics, this integral is called as circulation of a vector A about C, where A represents the velocity of that fluid. Means this mathematical term line integral can be used in a different subject. That's why it was important term we have to understand. Okay. If you want to show a line integral, at that time integral over a closed loop A dot dr or A dot dl. In some books the dr can be written in terms of dl also. Okay. A dot dl is equal to line integral over a closed loop a1 dx plus a2 dy plus a3 dz. Okay. Now the next term is surface integral. Surface integral. Let S be a two-sided surface. Let S be the two-sided surface such as shown in this figure. Let one side of S be considered arbitrarily as the positive side. If S is a closed surface, this is taken as the outer side. A unit normal n to any point of positive side of S is called positive or outward drawn unit normal. It means what? What is the use of integration? Because if you know the small quantity and limit, in that case you have to integrate that small quantity within that limit, then you will get the total overall quantity. The same phenomena can be used in line integral, surface integral and volume integral. Here the surface S is there. If you want to find out that surface, then we are considering a small surface component from that S, that is ds, that associated with differential of surface area ds, a vector ds whose magnitude is ds and whose direction is that of n, then ds is equal to n ds. Then surface integral is a two dimensional, that is why surface integral S A dot ds, which is equal to surface integral A dot n ds, A dot n ds. This is an example of surface integral called the flux of a vector A over a surface S. Other surface integral are surface integral phi ds or surface integral of phi n ds or surface integral of A cross ds, where phi is a scalar function. Such integrals can be defined in terms of limits of sums as in elementary calculus. Now the notation for surface integral, double integration and over a closed surface S is sometimes used to indicate integration over the closed surface S, where no confusion can arise. That notation can be written in terms of single integration or over a closed loop over a closed surface S may also be used. In some books it can be written double integration over a closed surface S. In some books it can be written as single integration over a closed surface S. Both are same. To evaluate a surface integral, it is convenient to express them as double integral taken over the projected area of the surface S. on one of the coordinate plane. This is possible if the line perpendicular to the coordinate plane choose meet the surface in no more than one point. Okay. However, this does not poses any real problem since we can generally subdivide S into surface which do satisfy these restrictions. Means surface integral is a two-dimensional, that's why double integration. A simple, a logical thinking. Now, this is all about the surface integral. If we move forward, the final concept was volume integral. What is volume integral? A integration over a closed volume. That's why triple integration V. It is three-dimensional. That's why I consider a closed surface in a space enclosing a volume V, then integration V A dV, V A dV, and in triple integration V phi dV. Integration of a vector over a closed volume V. Integration of a vector A over a closed volume V are the examples of volume integral or space integral, as they are sometimes called. For evaluation of such integral, we have to solve some numerical problems, and from that we can understand these concepts: volume integral, this surface integral, and this line integral. So, let us start with one first numerical. Okay, if r is the function of u, which is equal to u minus u square I plus 2u cube j minus 3k, then first I want to find out ru du. Therefore, integration u minus u square I plus 2u square j plus minus 3k du. If we multiply du inside the bracket, it gives integration of I, and if we separate I j k terms, I integration u minus u square du plus j 2u cube du plus k minus 3 du. If we solve this integration, it gives I u square by 2 minus u cube by 3 plus c1 plus j u to the power of 4 by 2 plus c2 plus k minus 3 u plus c3. If we simplify this, u square by 2 minus u cube by 3 into I plus u to the power of 4 by 2 j minus 3 u k plus c1 I plus c2 j plus c3 k. If we combine all these constants, it become a capital, or it is c. U square by 2 minus u cube by 3 I plus u to the power of 4 2 j kappa minus 3 u k kappa plus c, where c is constant vector which is equal to c1 I kappa plus c2 j kappa plus c3 k kappa. In this way we can solve this integration. Now, the same problem can be solved within a limit 1 to 2. Integration 1 to 2 ru du is equal to u to the power of u square by 2 minus u cube by 3 I kappa plus u to the power of 4 by 2 j kappa minus 3 u k plus c, integration within limit 1 to 2. If we substitute that value, first we will substitute 2, then 1. 2 square by 2 minus 2 cube by 3 I kappa plus 2 to the power of 4 2 j minus 3 into 2 k plus c minus 1 square by 2 minus 1 cube by 3 I kappa plus 1 to the power of 4 by 2 j kappa minus 3 into 1 k kappa plus c. If we simplify this, it gives minus 5 by 6 I plus 15 by 2 j minus 3k. The same problem can be solved by using another method. That is, at the time of integration, we can substitute that value, that limit value 1 to 2. Then simplify that. The answer will be same as we solved in above example. Okay, means one problem can be solved in two different methods, but answer will be same. Means we can use these concepts to solve such kind of numericals. Okay, what is the use of this line integral, surface integral, and volume integral? Actually, when we are solving Stokes theorem or we are deriving a Stokes theorem, Gauss divergence theorem, Green's theorem, in that case, these three concepts are more important, and we are going to use that Stokes theorem, Gauss divergence theorem in different papers like quantum mechanics, solid state physics, classical mechanics. Okay, that's why this paper is a base if you want to make a career in physics. Okay, if you have any doubt in line integral, surface integral, and volume integral, you can ask me. Tomorrow we will define Gauss divergence theorem, Stokes theorem, and Green's theorem. Okay, if you have any doubt with this, you can ask me. Thank you.